It's Big Board Sports with Roger Weiland on 104.5 The Team.
ARASH MARKAZI, senior writer at ESPN, joins us here on Big Board Sports, as promised, to talk LeBron and LA and the buzz that I'm sure is at the fever pitch right now with the news coming out last night. LeBron goes 4 years, $154 million to the Lakers, and ARASH joins us here on Big Board Sports, 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio in Albany. Good morning, Roger Weiland and Eric Hanneman. How are you today, ARASH?
How are you guys?
We're good. We're good. What's the buzz in LA like right now since the news broke?
Well, said would come, but they were cautiously optimistic. I mean, for the past 5 seasons, they have targeted so many free agents that have not come here. So, the first night comes and goes, and they don't sign anyone. And Paul George, who they thought was a lock, re-signs without even meeting with the Lakers. And there's this feeling of, here we go again. And then sort of, people are going about their Sunday, and all of a sudden you get the text, you get the tweets, you get the reports on TV that it's actually happening. LeBron is coming here. So it's a great moment here.
ARASH, are you surprised at any of it? The 4 years that he's going to go that long, and it's a 4-year deal, and then are you surprised that he made the move and made the announcement without the Lakers really making any other moves that may have persuaded him?
Yeah, the length I'm not surprised about, but I am surprised that, his decision to come here wasn't attached, or at least has not been so far attached to another big name coming here. Again, they're, still trying to trade for Kawhi, but, the way that it's going right now is that, they're going to basically take the floor with a different roster, certainly, but, LeBron's not coming here with Paul George and Kawhi. It could be just LeBron for this current season, which I am a little bit surprised about.
How much better, let's say they don't do any, there's no other moves made, now you just put LeBron on this roster. How many more wins does that produce for the Lakers?
I really think you're talking 20 wins here. I think this is a 50-plus win team with LeBron, and you're talking about a team that won about 30-some-odd games. So, which I believe is what he did in Cleveland, where, they won 20 more games. And so, again, not unusual for LeBron, but I think we'll see that again. LeBron just changes everything, right? I mean, he makes you a contender. You have this belief that you're going to win. So I think you're talking about 20 wins there. I think they will likely be the 3rd seed in the West, too.
Okay, there you go. And certainly it would be a marked improvement with LeBron and the team. ARASH MARKAZI with us, senior writer at ESPN. ARASH, how about Kawhi Leonard? Have you heard any new news there, or is there any belief that this could still happen, that Magic Johnson could pull off a trade and Leonard could end up on this team this year?
They're still talking. That is still a move that the Lakers want to make. That being said, I think there was a urgency before that they had to get Kawhi to get LeBron. Now that LeBron is in the fold, there is no longer that kind of need to kind of trade all these young guys. I mean, some of these trade prospects or trade, things that you heard was, Kyle Kuzma and Brandon Ingram and Josh Hart and 2 first-round draft picks. I mean, that is just way more than they want to give up. And so they're going to continue to talk. My guess is that the Spurs will want more than the Lakers will give. And so we'll probably have a situation where Kawhi will come here 12 months from now, but not right now.
Is there one of those prospects you just met, or players that you just mentioned, the young guys, there's a lot of potential in guys like that, like Lonzo Ball, Ingram, of course. Kuzma had a great rookie season as well. So is there one of those guys that may be looked at as untouchable that LeBron said, you know what, I like that guy, I want to play with that guy, don't trade him for Kawhi? I
think Brandon Ingram is the one guy on this team that they do not want to part with. Now, Kuzma is right up there, but, they believe that they can maybe sign a guy like a Kuzma. But what Brandon Ingram could potentially be, now, listen, this is the ceiling for Brandon, but he's been compared to a young Kevin Durant. Again, that's the ceiling. I mean, you're talking about one of the best players in the game. So that's a guy that they don't want to give up right now, certainly for a player that they really believe that they could get 12 months from now. Again, when you got 4 years of LeBron and he's currently kind of in the prime of his career still, you don't want to wait a year. But at the same time, if you got a player on your team that you think could potentially be the next KD, that's a guy that you do not want to trade.
And now he gets to hang out with Lonzo Ball, huh?
That's right. Well, that'll be interesting. What LeVar's role is like in all of this. Now, they told him, LeVar, just let your son play, be quiet, allow your son to grow and develop. It'll be interesting what LeVar will do now that LeBron is here.
100%. Maybe he'll back off just a little bit and take some advice, Arash, from LeBron. You're right. We'll see how that thing plays out. Is there any introductory press conference planned for LeBron anytime soon?
We have not heard yet, but listen, if that were to come, I think it would be like, like or something. So, probably will not be this week. That being said, a lot of the NBA staff and front office people, media, will be in Las Vegas for the Summer League. So maybe they'll do something there.
Gotcha. Arash, great stuff. We appreciate a few minutes, senior writer at ESPN, and we'll reach out again. But thank you for coming on Big Board Sports in Albany, New York.
My pleasure. Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks, Arash. Arash MARKAZI, ESPN senior writer, based out of L.A., where